Hello everyone, my name is Julian. I'm here to do an album review. This time it's Evan's Blue, Graveyard of Empires. This album came out in April of this year. It comes with 12 tracks and it's around 42 minutes long. It was recommended to me by this person right here. Thank you so much for being an active subscriber. And yeah, jumping right into this album. Heard it first time through and I thought, the first thing came into my mind was the environment that this puts me in, the style, the genre. It always brings me back to a lot of other bands, a lot of other influences. Not saying that they sound exactly like other bands, but at some points, yes. And for me, it was, the band Red and the band Evanescence. The style, I guess, the riffs of Evanescence kind of just, I feel them in here. And for Red, the choruses and the style of singing, the way the lyrics are placed in this order, which just reminds me of Red a lot. And so keeping that in mind, it sort of brings the quality of an album down. Why? Because when a band kind of sounds like another one, it's sort of a good thing and a bad thing. And it just depends on personal preference, whether you like one band sort of reminding you of another, or whether you like the originality of one band, what that band brings to the table that no other band does. And so when I heard those influences, it kind of was just like, oh, I've heard this before, and the music sort of drops down on that fresh factor. This album sort of feels that way, and I guess it's the style, the genre, which is post-grunge. I've heard a lot of post-grunge bands, and they fall into that same thing where I feel like I've heard some music before, some pieces. And at this point, I feel bands should progress a little bit and try to incorporate new stuff. Now, Evan's Blue here did that kind of stuff. I feel like by putting an orchestral song, just all, being pianos, violins, and orchestra instruments, they kind of just did that. They progressed a little bit. They try to freshen up the album and especially put it right in the middle, giving you that break from the heavy, good music in the beginning and what's to come. And they give you another break with the track Warrior, which is a piano piece. I don't think it's the greatest track in the album, or the strongest, I guess, but it is a break nonetheless. So, again, they do that whole placement thing right. But overall, the album put together, just like from beginning to end, I felt like I've been there before. Some tracks and some songs obviously have that unique thing, like the solos, some words, that kind of just stay in your head, and you're like, okay, like the track This Time Is Different, the chorus, you can guess what they're saying, this time is different. Or Crawling Inside, you can just guess, and the lyrics kind of separate the songs, but if you took the lyrics out, some songs just kind of just feel the same. And so I don't have that much to say about this album or this band, or what, they do good time, which is 40 minutes, 12 tracks. I do like my albums to be a little bit longer, so I kind of put that into perspective. But I think 42 minutes of this style was kind of perfect, because by the end of it, I'm not going to lie, I kind of felt like I was done listening to it. Just the ending tracks I didn't pay attention to. Now, each track, when I played them at shuffle, each track is really good. They all deserve to be singles. I didn't hate any of the tracks. The weakest one for me was the piano track, but it was still such a beautiful song. So I mean, it's not like I hate it. But as a whole, I don't like this album as a whole put together, just because I feel like it becomes this repetitive thing. My favorite track of this whole album is Thank You. Just really fun track to listen to. And the orchestral track, or instrumental if you want to call it, which is the self-titled track. That's also a really good piece. And overall, this album is a 7 out of 10. I feel like this is going to grow on me. I put a lot of these songs into my playlist. They're really fun to listen to. And yeah, so tell me what you guys think about this album. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned.